Man, what's good with everybody today? It's been a while since I've been on this motherfucker. Been a while. I know y'all miss me. Been a while. Was kind of away doing some things, so What's good though? Tap in, just spoke it. Supposed to be at work right now, but I'm catting off. Stealing company money. It is what it is, just like they stay stealing from us. What's good with that one person up in here? Why are so many rappers getting killed nowadays? Why is it that so many rappers getting killed? Is it the same mistakes are being made? Well, I can't say the same mistakes because when Tupac and Biggie got killed, I mean, Tupac got killed because he stomped a Crip out at the MGM Grand, so that was some real beef. But these rappers nowadays, they're not even having real beef with these people, and they giving locations. They trying to flex and stuff. Dudes don't like that. You gonna get your ass smoked. You move like a goofball, you're gonna suffer a goofball's consequences. All I know is that dude PNB Rock was never about no damn smoke. That dude that was the latest rapper that just passed away. He wasn't about no like that type of lifestyle. So I don't know why the hell he did went and did that. He got what he wanted, right? That's what you wanted, right, bro? Okay. Why so many rappers? I forget old boy that just got capped out in Frisco. I forget his name. It's another young rapper that just got hit a while back. So RP to that dude. And it's been a long list of rappers in this last year. I say in this last year, yeah, last year and a half. There's been a lot of rappers that have been dying. I mean, who's gonna be the next one? Because there's gonna be another one coming up. You just know there's gonna be another rapper coming up. Man, I need to get back on this, man. I fall off them algorithms. What's good with everybody, man? Tap in. I know everybody's at the house, man. Stop acting like y'all working late or something. Everybody tap in, man. Let me see what's going on. I'm supposed to bet on some games today. I guess that don't fall through. Oh, regard that entertainment purposes. So what's good? What's everybody doing, man? What's everybody up to, man? Well, how was everybody's weekend? Tap in, man. If y'all see the your notifications with my live on it, man, tap in. Tap in. Let's talk for a little bit, man. Yeah, tap in, man. What's good with that one person in here, man? What you up to? Would you what would lead you to say what why are so many rappers getting murdered now? It's a lot of rappers getting murdered nowadays, man. Why is that? Why are so many rappers getting killed, man? Is it because just a lot of hatred towards that artist, or they hating because he's coming up, he's doing this thing, or is it just because they throwing what they got in people's faces, or they run their mouth too much? It's a combination of a lot of things. It's a combination of a lot of things, man. It's like Mr. Rock. Why would you go to a place where other rappers and known artists have told you that it's not even worth going there? Like people don't even go there like that. They get their food and go. They know that's a hot zone. That's like me going to a restaurant out here knowing I could just run into my ops at any time. But that's at my own risk. But definitely, I'm definitely gonna get my food and leave because why would I be there to make myself a target? That's dumb. If anything, I'm gonna make it hard for my ops. Why the hell would I make it easy? Y'all saw the video where dude they was talking and dude threatening me, telling me take those chains off his neck, but a lot of people don't think it was that dude that did it. So who knows? Who's to know who really did it though? Who knows who really did it in the end? You feel me? Could have been his people. Could have been some random people. I mean, you was on the live, bro. Hell is shining. Like, come on, bro. You know how quickly dudes got hella hungry when they seen you on the live shining. Come on, man. Yeah, probably shouldn't have been killed. You just could have got took for his stuff, but these dudes be doing the extra, man. These dudes out here in Cali is man. Cali's a wicked state, man. Be careful before you come up here, man. And I'm talking about all over Cali, man. Don't think it's just LA, man, or you think you go to the Bay Area and you gonna slip through the cracks here, or not just the Bay, all of Northern Cali. Don't think you'll slip through the cracks over here, man. Dudes will get you up here in NorCal quick too. Cause that's one thing about NorCal and SoCal, man. We definitely move different. We move a lot different. What's good with these three people up in here, man? Why so many rappers getting murdered nowadays, man? Is it because they're just a bunch of goofies? They just don't move right. I mean, it's like you got there's like a book's already been written on how to move, when you a rapper and stuff. Just period, just on everything, just in life. There's been a book that's been written, but people just decide to do what they want, man. You know, it's like when I went to LA, like I'm not just gonna sit there and tell dudes like my exact precise location, bro. I mean, even though I'm not like super known or nothing like that, but the people that know me, somebody might drop up behind me, like I'm not gonna give my eyes no opportunity to get me like that. Come on now. You're gonna have to work for it. I'll tell you in the area I'm in, but you ain't gonna know my exact location. I'm like, yeah, I'm at the crypto. I'm gonna be at the crypto arena watching the fight later. Though you ain't gonna know exactly where I'm at though. So you gonna tell me where you at. You gonna fall into that trap. See, like these dudes don't even think right. And then that female he was with, that bro was over there like, when dude told him he take his chains off his neck, dude that Rock was arguing with on the live, she was over there like hyping them up, like really instigating and stuff, man. See, you got man, these females nowadays, man, it ain't even worth it, dude. Like, you gonna be on live and this and that. I would have snatched that phone quick and broke it and left, man. Like, you tripping. How you gonna put me on a live location? I didn't even think people cared if he was a rapper. They just seen all that ice. They seen all that money around his neck. They said, we're gonna go take that. We're gonna take that and we're gonna snatch his soul. That's crazy, man. Why so many rappers dying nowadays, man? Is it some kind of new trend? I mean, or because back in the days, I mean, what rappers when they were murdered, like when Pac got murdered, I mean, that was some real beef that was going on. So, and then Biggie, he got murdered over that. They made it seem like it was an East Coast West Coast thing, but a lot of rappers, have passed away. But I noticed a lot of these new rappers, it's like they do a lot of goofy stuff and get caught up. I mean, like let's say like when Draco passed away. I mean, he had a lot of beef. So you gotta understand, a lot of these rappers, they run before they started rapping. You know, they was in the streets. They have a street life. They G's and stuff like that. They have affiliations, like so that follows them around everywhere. Now Draco, a lot of people say he was beefing with, the whole city of Inglewood, or he just beefing with certain people over there, and got caught up at the, at the concert. It's crazy, like how they just stormed in on him and stuff like that. You would have thought all these people would have been over there. It's crazy, but and then it's like, when you beef, you got to make sure you got solid people behind you, because when it really goes down and you getting rushed and your people getting rushed and dudes rushing you with knives or whatever, man, that's when things is real. Like there's no pause in time, that's when things are real. Like that's when you find out who you like your real boys really is, man. Is they willing to go down? Is they willing to get stuck with you, So I don't know. It's just crazy how that dude did that. Like, I mean, he got on his live. Like, you prove what point did you prove, bro? What did you prove? You ended up getting knocked down in the end. You got robbed and you got murdered. That's what you proved. So you're like the poster boy for things you don't do when you're a rapper, not even from out of state, just a rapper from anywhere. You can't do those type of things. And I mean, everybody knows, man. Everybody knows. The like when people go to what prison and they get out, they say, hey, use me as an example, like, so you don't do these things, so you don't follow this path, so you don't make these mistakes, because the way you're going, you're gonna make these mistakes. You're gonna follow this path. It's just you're hard headed right now. And that's what a lot of these rappers, they don't listen. They're hard headed. Like, bro, you just saw old dude get smoked over the same dumb BS that you're trying to get on. Like, where do you think it's gonna lead you? Like, look at the statistics, look at the percentages, bro. It's gonna lead you to a tombstone. You're gonna have everybody down here looking for you. That's what happened to that boy Rock. He got his ass got robbed and got capped. I didn't even know, dude. I didn't even listen to his music. I was listening to his music the other day. It's not my cup of tea, so. But I'm not gonna hate on his success. But it's like, man, dudes be getting they be getting the business. What's good, man? What's everybody's day, man? Should I have gone on here later or something? What's everybody doing today, man? 6:50, man. I hope I don't get in trouble one day not showing up. What's everybody's going, man? What's everybody's day going? Y'all ain't seen me out here for a long, man. Y'all ain't seen me out here for a while. I should be on here more. I've been trying to do a little bit of everything lately, man. So, what's everybody up to, man? Man, I'm noticing we just don't be having to smoke too much just to get high, man. And then you want to buy some good stuff, shit's like super expensive, man. Shit's crazy. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people say like that dude PNB Rock that I'm talking about right now that supposedly, he didn't tap in and yada yada yada. And I've always thought too, like, okay, yeah, you tap in, you tap into your chapters, like when you're a known person and there's other known characters that and stuff like that, and you're a known person, then it probably is always good to have somebody by your, that's gonna back you up if something goes down. But just because you tap in, don't mean you're unstoppable. That doesn't automatically give you a pass with everybody. But maybe who knows? Maybe it gets him a pass in that section. You feel me? So I don't know. Maybe it gets him a pass at Roscoe's. He should have tapped in with the owner at Roscoe's. Maybe he could have let him hold a little machine gun or something, man. I'll be damned if I go to LA and just give everybody my location and tell them that what I this and that. Like that's just stupid. That's just stupid. Dudes that try to bait you into that, like, oh, you ain't even about that. Like, you didn't even say nothing when you was out here and this and that. Dudes that try to bait you into doing that, that's all a setup. I just want to tell the answers. That's all a setup. Because once you rap what you rap, or you try to just show off or whatever for the camera, man, they're gonna come get you, bro. They're gonna come get you. That's what they want. It's a setup. It's like when you put motherfucking cheese on the floor in a rat trap to catch the rat. It's all a setup, bro. These dudes will literally tell you, "Oh, get on your live, man. What's your location? Rep your shit. Where you at? Like that's all a setup, bro. Like, and then you got them dudes from wherever the hell you from Philly, whatever. Like, they talking about they gonna bring their clique out here from Philly to beef with LA people. Like, man, keeping it 100, like when you go to somebody else's state and you try to, they're like the home team and you're the away team. They're always gonna have the advantage. They know those streets way better than you know them and stuff like that. Like you ain't gonna win that battle with those LA dudes. You ain't. You ain't gonna win that. A little click, like, come on, who you gonna beef against? You gonna beef the whole South Central? Like, man, you ain't gonna win that battle. That's why people welcome ops when they come in because it's their home. It's the home field advantage. Like it's nothing like knowing your streets. Knowing when the rollers pass the most, knowing when certain undos work at this, and that. It's nothing like knowing your city codes and your area codes. you know. People know what time people are out. People know what time this is going on. Like if you really in the hood, really in the streets, like them dudes from Philly's all gonna get whacked themselves too. Watch. If that's what they coming out here to beef with them dudes from LA, they're gonna get whacked themselves too. Easy. It's gonna be easy money for them LA dudes. I'm already knowing it. It's got nothing to do with them being punks or who's the baddest. It's just that's their streets, you know. Like they gonna know how to move way better than these Philly dudes. Like, you know, they're gonna be in for a rude awakening. So, you know, but see, that's the funny thing. Like, you guys are coming out here supposedly like a clique from Philly's coming out here to beef with the LA dudes that smoked rock. But it's like, why wasn't you with him when it went down? When he was out here in LA, that's when you should have been out here with him. Why the hell you went? You trying to do this now? Like it's too late now. You should have been in LA with him. You should have been at the Roscoe's with him. Y'all should have had a go been like good 20 deep up in there. So if dude does post his location and you smart, okay, you got your boys outside. You know people are coming that are ain't supposed to be in there to try to pull something. You know people could get in the way. People could grab the gunman, whatever. You know it's like, but yeah, this dude, you know, he just had a big head. Like he let his ego get the best of him. He let that bitch that he was with just boost him up. You know, Brad didn't even give a shit about him to begin with. Just boosting his ego, just egging him on. You know, getting that funk going, and he fell for it. You know, he fell for it, man. Come on now, man. Because nowadays, when you meet some real like OGs or G's, man, like these dudes is hella humble. These dudes don't have to put no show for the camera, and they didn't live that life, man. They didn't been in prison. They didn't been in the streets. Like they got mass statistics. You feel me? If anybody has the opportunity to really showboat after really living that life, it should be them. But they really, you know, them dudes are super humble. But this dude was a straight geek. You know, he was a straight goofy ass dude. Like I'm sorry to say it. I mean, if it offends anybody, then oh well, I don't care. But he was a goofball. He wasn't about that life. You know, like that's just what it is. Money over highness? Hell yeah. That's what I was thinking the other day, bro. It's always got to be money. I'm just thinking like money over everything nowadays, you know? Money over the goofy ass shit, money over the goofy shit that goes on in the streets, you know? Like your own will try to whack you nowadays, you know? Everything's just messed up. Politics messed up, everything. It's really like everybody for themselves nowadays. But yeah, rappers be getting capped, bro. Rappers be talking too much. They be slipping too much. Cause I was remembering when Slim 400 got murdered. Well, we seen the video. We seen what happened. Like, bro, like you just chilling at a spot, and why do you have your car to the back of like you got your car parked in the driveway, but why didn't you have it turned around where like if you're pulling off, you could just drive off? I bet if you would have had it turned around, you would have seen dude coming. You would have had an opportunity to either turn on the car and try to hit dude, or you would have just got out and what you know did the whole running around the car till you could figure something, man. Cause dude got a gun. You feel me? Like, but it's like I don't know, just dumb, bro. You know, dudes are out to kill you, and you want to move like that. So I know if dudes was like back in, you know, I'm not gonna say I ain't never had a point in my life with dudes. Dudes supposedly said they was gonna get me this and that. You know, I've had a little couple close calls with life and with death, but you know, these dudes is like if you know death is following you, then you got to do what you got to do to survive, man. I don't care if you got to wear one of those COVID masks everywhere, man. Because at the end of the day, like it doesn't matter. Like if these dudes say, "Oh, well, you gotta run up on a dude behind their back." Like these dudes don't care. They will run up behind your back and they will murder you. You feel me? At the end of the day, you're the one that's gone. They're still here, regardless of what you want to call them or this and that. You're not here. Like regardless of what other people want, that doesn't matter. They're here and you're not. That's the whole point. The whole point was is the you know. And supposedly he said he had ops in L.A. I don't understand how dude has ops in L.A. if he's from Philly. Like, shouldn't you be worrying about your own? Oh yeah, hit the like button, man. If there's two other people, shouldn't you be worrying about your own people in your own section? That's what I'll be telling these LA cats that be on here. You feel me? Because you know I'm from up here, they from down there. Like we ain't gonna get into what's what. If y'all can't figure that out by now, then that's just you're just stupid. But it's like I'm like, bro, why do you care about when I'm gonna go back over there or when this and that? Like, you need to worry about dudes in your section. You got plenty of ops in your section, bro, that you need to be worrying about. You're over here getting your focus on a dude that's like 300 plus miles away that you probably won't even see me like that out there. I'm out. I'm up here. I live over here. I'm from out here. I'll be down there every so often and stuff like that when I have time. But it's like just because you tell me to go down there, I'm not gonna go down there. Fuck, what I gonna go down there, bro? To meet some dude, meet some ghost that made a comment on YouTube on my page, a straight up ghost that I have no idea if it's even a real person or not. It could be the police for what I know. It could be somebody getting ready to set me up. Like yeah, I'm right here at the flea market, dog, and then I'm over here like boom, getting hit. Like didn't even see it. Like I don't fall for booby traps, bro. I've learned the hard way in the past. So, you know, like I got my, like I said, I learned the hard way in the past. I'm not gonna say what happened to me, this and that. I was gonna get into all those details, but for what? What's the point? But I've learned in the past, that I'm not gonna let my pride get the best of me. Like if you still living and you've been through the game for years, whatever, and been through situations, then you should all had already learned something from it. Like on how to move and how to be smart. Like if you still letting your pride and ego get the best of you, then hey man, good luck, man. Either you gonna be in the emergency room or you gonna be dead, or possibly in prison. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, man, just be so many dead rappers nowadays. It's crazy, man. Like, and I think that like unfortunately, like as much as I hate to say it, it's really like the beginning. Like it's gonna keep happening. Like just like people make it easy for the authorities to get to them. Like how people be doing little stupid shit on Instagram, yada yada. So if they make it easy, people make it easy for their ops. And it's like I think now, like, okay, if I got beef with certain people, like one, I'm not gonna get on live with you to argue about that, bro. That's in the street, bro. Like even if I'm not giving my location, this and that, just to talk about it, like that's in the street. We got authorities watching us. You know what we say, yada yada yada. We could end up dude could get into a heated argument on the live, and certain things could slip out that he didn't want to say. So it's like I'm not gonna like do all that. Like people trap people all the time. People say that's what setups are. They're traps. Yes. It's like, but like that see that dude PMB, that didn't surprise me because that dude's not, I don't know what little clique or crew he's gonna have come out here, but I don't believe he's not some hood dude. I don't think I don't look at him as no hood dude. Like he's just moving like a straight goofball. Like, bro, like the game and stuff like that restaurant's notorious, bro. It's like right there in the hood. It's notorious for funk. It's notorious. It's like you go to that football game, you got a Raider, it could be a Raider Charger game, like Niners Raider, like, hey, and they'd be like, hey, these last couple years like at that game, man, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. So if you go there, there's a possibility you could get your ass whooped in the bathroom. You could get shot outside. Like you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. But I guess if you want to do it for clout and oh look at me, I'm hella hard. That's cool, bro. You proved the point. You can go anywhere you want. But guess what? You in the grave now. So you succeeded with your mission in life, and now you're in the grave. So God bless you. Like see, you gotta think about it, man. Like I'm not gonna sit there and be going to like oh let me go to my over here, go to my enemy's turf and flag hella hard. Like that's dumb, bro. Like that's stupidity. Are they gonna do it coming over here? If they gonna do it coming over here, then they're gonna make themselves a target. Like that's on them. That's on them, like they make themselves a target. You gotta understand these dudes don't play fair, man. This isn't like the old what's that Jesus them remember them old Western movies, bruh? Where them two cowboys would meet up at the saloon at noon They take like 20 steps, and they would just look at each other, and then just whoever could draw the fastest. See, that's some man. That's some real ass shit right there. I gotta if that in those cowboy eras, man. Those are some real ass dudes, bro. Like for them to have the honor and the decency to allow their opponent to get like that, get in position, they're just gonna draw to see who's fast. These dudes ain't gonna do that, bro. Yeah, I know that don't exist. Yeah, I know it doesn't. These dudes ain't gonna do that no more, bro. Like, come on, now I'm talking about catch a fair fade, like. And you know what? Like sometimes you ain't got no choice. You got to do what you got to do in certain situations, like. But if you catch a fade, just know if you catch a fade with an opponent or whoever, and they with they people and you by yourself, man, it's really not good, bro. Because if you stomp that dude out, them dudes could probably just kill you right there out of madness or just jump you. That's usually what happens. That's usually what happens. I didn't see a situation just like that happened to me in Oakland when my boy got into a fight with some other dude from a whole different hood, and they had like 7, 8 heads, and it was just all two of us. And guess what happened afterwards? After he whooped his ass, we got jumped. You feel me? Like we literally could have got killed. We literally could have got stabbed. We could have got shot. We got paid. We got jumped. We fought. Yeah, we fought. But the number game is gonna be the number game, bro. Nobody's Bruce Lee. Nobody's Bruce Lee, and nobody gets to be. Not everybody gets to be 6'7" and 7 feet, and have big muscles and be. Not everybody gets to be that. So I'm Mexican. I was cursed to be 5'9", but hey, so it would be blessed in other areas though. But that's a whole different topic. But like, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's the principle one on one, but what I'm saying with those one on ones, like, you gotta like, well, like I said, sometimes you can't. I mean, nothing even happens planned anymore. Like let's just take that out the window. Like if you take a one on one and maybe that's somebody you seen that you got some real funk with, and you take off on him. If he's with his homies and you ain't with nobody, like there's a possibility you could end up getting murdered afterwards or getting packed out. Something's gonna happen to you. Yeah, but it happens. But see, that goes back to my whole point. Like, it's not cool, but these dudes don't give a shit. Like, just like if they come from behind you and they don't even give you the opportunity to see them before they shoot you, like it's not fair. But like the old saying says, life's not fair. They don't care. They got theirs. They won. They won the war. You're gone. It doesn't matter what other people say. Oh, that dude's a sucker. Yeah, but that sucker's still living. That's the thing. These dudes don't care what you call them. They don't care. These renegades don't care. That's the thing. You gotta understand that. That's why there's solid dudes, real solid dudes that do things certain ways, and there's some renegade sucker ass dudes. And these dudes they don't give a shit. Like that's the thing, man. That's why you don't move like these funny ass dudes. You don't be doing all that, man. That's why I thought old boy, coming from Philly was on some straight silly ass shit. Like, it's like, bro, like you got money, you got fame, and all you care about is doing some ratchet ass shit. Yeah, like PNB Rock, he learned he's in the grave. All he cared about was doing some ratchet ass shit. Like, look at me, I'm in the hood. What? Look at me, I'm a tough guy. I'm in the hood. People don't like tough guys. See, people could portray that a certain way. Like, what, bro? Who you think you is? Like, these dudes, bro, especially in Cali, man, it's like what's in the air? What's in the water? Like, you can't say nothing to nobody nowadays because these dudes will snap on you quick. Like, not everywhere. Like, some dudes, you could sit there and, if certain things are said they go wrong, but you could correct it and just squash it. You feel me? Like if people are mature enough, they could sit down and squash it. But there's dudes like you come at them the wrong way. Yeah, people in Roscoe, yeah. See, that's why that dude PNB Rock should have tapped in with the dudes from Roscoe. He should have tapped in with the dudes from Roscoe's, man. I said, hey man, y'all got like an AK in the back I can have with me. I just don't. It just fascinates me. I just don't understand. Like, I guess this dude really was clout chasing like that. Like, you ain't gonna have no bodyguards, no nothing with you. Look at 50 Cent. That dude always talks shit on the internet. He always clout chase. He be funny though too. He be funny, but he's not stupid, bro. Like if he ain't gonna have like homies from his hood, then he's gonna have hired bodyguards, security guards and everything. Like he's not dumb. He knows what his because he cares about his life, bro. It's not about some dude talking about, oh, you ain't no gangs and man. That's when you start figuring out that's some crash dummy ass shit, bro. Like you ain't no man, you a crash dummy, bro. Yeah, that's what. Oh yeah, you told me you're supposed to swipe, but I don't understand. Like a black tapping in with a Mexican, like I don't think that even ever. That's ever how it is, man. Hold up a bit, man, because my dog's over here whining like a bitch. Yeah. Oh, you're whining like a bitch. Yeah, sorry about that, man. But what I was saying is, I mean, he tapping in with a Mexican. I mean, I'm not saying the race thing matters, but I didn't know like that would even. Well, I guess yeah, because I mean, that snitch 6ix9ine, he tapped in with what Hoovers and stuff. So that was African American. So I guess it don't matter. I don't know. He's supposed to tap in with Swifty. I don't know. I don't know, man. Everybody's like a shit. Everybody's like some kind of mafia don now. Like, oh, you gotta tap in. You gotta tap in. I'm the mob boss. Yeah, you gotta tap in. So I honestly don't think he needed to tap. Like, some dudes don't tap in with nobody. But if you would have just kept it cool, I mean, if he would have went to Roscoe's, I think if he doesn't even, I don't know. I mean, he had all them chains on. Somebody could have still popped his ass or snatched him, But I feel like if he would have just went there and picked up his food and dipped, like, see, dudes don't even do that live stuff like that. Like smart dudes, they'll post their location like an hour or two afterwards. Like dudes ain't gonna be doing that. Come on, man, bro. Like, you gonna make it easy for everybody to whack your ass? Like with the Draco situation, I don't know how like all them dudes got in backstage, man. So I don't know. Like I just, bro, I forgot if it was I don't know if Ralphie said or somebody that he was talking about. Like man, when they really looked back, it was only really him and his brother and somebody else taking on like 10, 12 dudes or hella dudes, man. Like where was the security? Where was there that? It makes you think like dudes get set up. So it's crazy, man. It makes you think that. Hold up real quick, man. Yeah, it makes you think like these dudes begin. I had to close the window, man, because this dog be acting a fool, man. Anybody want to buy a French bulldog for cheap, man? Let me know, man. I am trying to get rid of this dog. He is giving me a headache. So what's good, man? What y'all doing? Jesus, Feezy, what's good, man? What's your situation, man? Well, I mean, it's like I said, it's been a few rappers that have died this year, last year. A lot of them kind of die similarly, because a lot of them, is running their mouth and they run in their mouth, and what happens? They get whacked. But they don't learn much respect. Much respect, Rudy. Much respect to Richmond too. We just talking about these rappers, man. They just yeah, for sure, man. Keep doing that. We just talking about these rappers, man. It's just like kind of like a phenomenon, like how like people do like how they move hella stupid and like nobody learns from that stuff. It's like when your OGs or your pops or somebody that you knew along the road and he told you, he's like, man, you know what, man, like look at my life. I went to prison, I did this and that. Like, I don't want you to follow those steps. Like, use me as an example so you don't move that way or stuff like that. Or vice versa. If some dudes that's ran the streets that's got more experience than the younger dude, he's telling them, hey, don't move like that. Move like this, bro. There's more of a percentage you'll live a longer life. Even though you're in this lifestyle, there's more of a percentage that you'll live longer in this lifestyle than be out the game quick, Then let death pick you up. Yeah, they you could say they're slipping hard, bro, but I mean, I don't really think they're slipping hard. Like we was talking about this PNB, the PNB rock dude from Philly, like he did it to himself, bro. He asked for death to come pick him up early. He did it. Like he's like, look at me. I'm at Roscoe's. I'm flossing. I'm the man. Like, bro, like nobody likes to show off. Nobody likes some dude trying to be the man. Nobody's trying to likes no Nobody nobody likes a dude when he's trying to be the man or trying to be better than everybody else or trying to flex in somebody else's stay in city. Nobody likes that. They don't even like it when dudes from their own city do it. So if dudes from their own city get smoked, what do you think is gonna happen to you, bro? Like, what did you think this was, bro? Lay off all that drinking too. Yeah, it probably was fake. Got killed for that's the sad part. He got killed for some that stuff that wasn't even worth it. They was all probably fake and just for clout, you know? Nobody likes no dude stunting. Nobody likes no dude talking about, hey, I'm gonna murder this dude and his raps, over there disrespecting ops or disrespecting other people, like dudes already know we ops, but now you trying to add fuel to the fire. Like I could be like, okay, well, yeah, we enemies, whatever. There's a respect level, but now I hear you on record. You just keep running your fucking mouth about me and my people's. Like, bro, we gonna watch when we see you, bro. You just getting us so motivated. We're gonna smack the shit out of you. That's what dudes be. See, when you give dudes motivation, that's you wake up a sleeping giant, man. That's when death comes. So you got to be willing to accept what comes your way. The things you say. You got to be willing to accept. Yeah, I saw what happened to him. I made videos on him, but I tried to tell that dude in his DM, but he didn't want to listen to me. He just wanted to keep talking shit to me. But I was like, all right, bro, whatever. Like, and the only reason I knew it was coming his way because look how many other rappers that have been on his hype, and it comes their way too. Yeah, I know. He was talking about that. It is what it is. I know not everybody from, like, I just want to say, regardless of what others from the other side think of this side, I know at the end of the day, there's still got to be some kind of respect because we all been through the same battles and we all been through a lot of wars. And for like, you got dudes that are called, man, that side just some fakes and suckers. Like, how? How is that side fakes and suckers? They got dudes in prison that have took a gang of homies from this side's lives, man. Like, there's dudes that are some hitters. Like, there still got to be that respect. That's the thing. And like, if he was really beefing hard in the streets, it's like, bro, why would you want to give your ops? Why would you want to fuel your ops to make you? Because now they're putting you as the number one target. They don't even care about the rest of your neighborhood. They're like, this is a trophy right here now. He's elevated himself to trophy status. We need to get him. Yeah, well, there's people coming together now. There's people coming together, but it's always gonna be other people that don't want to come together. It just goes on out of all the G's, it just goes on a person by person basis. It goes on a person by person basis. So they ain't really like no secrets. There be dudes from ops messing with, doing deals with ops. Is like, man, that ain't even no secret no more. Like, there's some dudes that are just tired of the game, man. The game's watered down. They just tired of that bullshit now. Dudes is tired, because it's like your own will turn on you in a heartbeat. At the end of the day, you just got yourself, but the part is part of life. Accept it. Yeah, it's part of life. It's part of life. That's what yeah, it's part of life. But if you want to sit there and make it easier, like why would I give my ops motivation though? That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I feel you. But the thing is like like, but it's see that's the thing what messes with my mind. It's like it like I don't know. I guess it's hard like when you've had experience like when you've lost like homeboys to the other side. It's like it's hard to just let go. But there's been dudes that have told me, it's like, you know what? Like, I know the other side, they represented the other side as a whole, and that side is what took this, your people's from this side. But it's really those individuals were the ones who did it, not the whole side. It was those individuals, you know? But it's like our hatred for the cops. Well, I don't know. Like me, I don't like them. I don't like them. That's just plain and simple. I don't need a hide to say that. But it's like if cops start kill a person, if a cop kills a kid or kills a man or whatever innocently or whatever, the situation is, we all gonna say, well, fuck the police. We don't like all of them. We hate all of them. When really, in all actuality, like, I hate to say it, it's really that one person's fault, like, but since he's got a uniform, he represents everybody as a whole, you know? So that's just like, it's crazy. Like, because it's like I could lose my boy to the other side and go whack out hella ops and whatever, but is it really gonna give me any closure? Because the person that did it is still out here, like, so yeah, he knew the deal, like, that's how it is when you're young, that's how it is. But I just feel like even if you're young nowadays, there's just so much stuff out there that could just tell you, like, how to move and how to not to. Back in the days, like when I grew up, when I really like and started, growing up, whatever, like the internet was barely coming out, and it's like AOL and dial up and broadband. Whoever old enough knows about that. I don't expect these young heads to know about that. Like, there wasn't like these Instagram lives and all that. Like, you had to go out to the field, you had to come out. Like, so if you ran your mouth outside, you knew what time it was, like you couldn't hide behind nothing. So it was harder to get at dudes. It wasn't harder too because I just feel like dudes was really coming outside too. So it really was like, I think, I don't know. I hate this. I hate to say it, man, but I'm gonna say it. I just don't feel like this generation, like these decades right here, they don't match up to like the 2000s and the 90s, like on some real shit. Because we had to come outside, like plain and simple. Like cell phones were barely coming out. Like they had those little Nokias, those Metros, but there was no pictures or nothing like that on it. There was no pictures at all. Like you could call, like how you gonna get on a yeah, we really are one, regardless of size. That's true. We really are. But at the end of the day, how you gonna get on Instagram and everything? The only thing they had coming out was party lines. That's it. And Cass was even trying to funk hard on party lines, talking about, oh, I'll meet you here, I'll meet you there, I'll meet you there. See, if I could get you to meet me, like if I'm really thinking, like Tupac said, thinking, man, military minded, like when you out there going to war, military minded. If I could get you where you're hella upset and you're gonna come meet me in my city, and I tell you over here, man, I got some, I could hit you when you didn't even see it coming. I could hit a drop on you nice, you ain't even see it coming because the whole point of the game is to survive. Exactly. Like in the military, like the way wars are fight now, the way the wars are fought nowadays, you don't see dudes. This isn't just like all out heads up. There's guerrilla warfare. There's dudes hiding. There's dudes moving, maneuvering. Setting their enemies up. Like, yeah, exactly. With highness, exactly. See, like, because you gotta figure you playing chess, not checkers. I don't care what you say. Oh, you didn't go heads up, bro. You're dead now. That's the thing. My objective was to get rid of your peoples. They're gone. Like what you gonna do about it? Like that's the thing. Like dudes don't play fair. The streets don't play fair. That's just what it is. It is for what it is. You know, it is what it is. Have I ran it? Have we all ran into maybe some ops that them dudes was like, yeah, we'll catch the fake. Fuck it. Like, on some real ass like G shit, like real honorable shit. Like that's cool. But that's rare. Like that type of stuff is rare. Like you won't see that nowadays by everybody. Yeah, we could, but people just, I don't know. Everybody's just too blind, man. That's just what it is, man. Everybody's too blind by the hatred. And I feel like the feds and the governments just put stuff out there to just keep us going, keep fueling the violence, keep just fueling the madness, the machine that is violence in the streets. And and you gotta understand, a lot of these dudes, they're not living for tomorrow. They're just living for the present and whatever they can get out of the end of the month. Some people don't want to live a long time. Some people don't give a shit. They just in it for that whole year. If they could live 1 year that equals up to 10 years of having a great time, then they'll go for it. That's the problem. You can't get that mentality. And I kind of blame it on like, this people not mentoring the younger generation and all that, just letting them go out and be and let them find their own way. That's kind of the shitty thing about it. But, you can only do so much, man, and in this situation with these rappers, it should be a good example for a lot of people, a lot of young heads, people that are already in it. It's like you already in it, it's like I don't see a lot of dudes talking about, oh, well, I'm gonna just get out. Well, that's your decision. You're gonna be known as what you're known after that, but everybody can make a decision. But a lot of dudes, it's just like that's just a part of their life. It's just a part of our life. It is what it is. But to the young people that are like in between borderlines of thinking about doing this, doing that, like look at everybody's story. Evaluate all these rappers that are getting murdered and stuff. Like if you're a rapper that's coming up now, like think about it. Do you want to try to make it big? Do you want to try to like have a long career, or do you just want to like, okay, like let's say I'm a rapper, right? I got enemies, whatever. But I could just be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna rap about that. I'm just gonna rap something in general that's just like for everybody. And if my enemies want to listen to it, then props for them for giving me the opportunity, and vice versa. Because it's like I said, when you and I'm gonna keep saying it, and it's gonna keep happening. When you fuel your enemies on, when you add fire to you know, you add like charcoal to the fire, and it keeps burning. Especially if you running your mouth, disrespecting people, and talking about their dead homies and their dead ops. You're waking up a giant. You're waking up some. You could wake up certain dudes from that hood that got some emotions that, man, they don't give a shit when they're ready to go. They don't give a damn. They literally go out there and just start laying cats out. Like they don't care. Like you gotta understand, you really touching feelings that could have been his boy you talking about in that rap. Now this dude, you got him super motivated. See, yeah, that's you don't, well, man. You gotta know how to do this, man. Like like I never like when I became part of what I became of. Like I never thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna die. Like I never thought about that. I wanted to survive as long as I could. Fuck all that dying shit. Hell, would I want to die? I want to die when I'm old. I want to be like Queen Elizabeth, get to 96. That's when I want to die. That's when I want to die, when I'm in my 90s, man. I'm be like, damn, I can't believe it. Like, I didn't have homies that was younger than me. I had homies when they was 19, 20, 21. It's gone. And I'm 92 years old. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't live a gang of lifetimes, and they died when they were hella young. All because of stupid things. All because of, oh, let me go live right now because I'm in my ops hood and I ain't got nothing on me and I'm slipping, but just for the clout and just to show that I'm somebody, bro, everybody gonna be on your ass hard. Like, come on now, man. Like, it's like flies to shit, man. You pretty much done trapped yourself. Like you make it easy. It's like like I said, you make it easy for the police when you showing guns on the internet, when you stun money and drugs and everybody. They're gonna use all that shit against you. But I don't understand, man. It's like dudes get caught, and it's like something in them that tells them that they have to do it. It's just a must to have to do it. They're like, I don't care if I'm gonna go to jail. I just have to show you this machine gun on the internet. It's like it's hella funny to me. Like this generation is a lot of crash dummies. I don't even care if they get mad at me. This last day, it's a lot of crash dummies. Like these dudes is a lot of crash dummies. Like if these dudes would have been out there when I was like really out there when I was young, man, it would have been so easy for me. So easy, so simple. So simple it would have been. Because I'd have been like, man, they got internet bad. Like, imagine the internet in the 90s. That's what I always thought. Like, if there was the same internet and technology now in the 90s, all them G's from back then, I mean, I'm pretty sure they would have utilized the internet, but I just can't see them being on lives arguing. I could see them catching crash dummies slipping, though. It would have made it so much easier for them. But back then, it seemed like dudes just like, they was outside, like their balls was like down here and shit. Savage Studios. I never got. I was gonna make a video on him. My opinion on him. Well, I mean, that dude is like, he was what he was. He was a do and whatever. And but see, that's what I try to tell this other dude, that just because y'all think y'all dos and y'all think y'all could just talk about all these little politics and what you used to be into, don't think that this other side ain't listening to what you're saying. Like, that doesn't make it any. I don't feel like that makes it any different or any better, that now you get to just spill your guts out on what you used to do and what that group used to do. Like, this dude was running his mouth a lot. He was talking a lot of shit too. Like, that's the same energy, same vibe, same clout. Oh, nobody's gonna do nothing, blah 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 blah. Pull up to catch a fade, bro. When a lot of these dudes ain't gonna fight you, they just gonna shoot you. That's it, plain and simple. These dudes do not want to fight nowadays. Like, you gotta understand. These kids, they don't want to fight. Like, these kids don't even, man. When's the last? These dudes don't even do no push-ups, man. They ain't doing no burpees. They ain't strong enough to get into a fight. They don't want to fight. Pico got him. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man. I don't know who got him, but the dude was running. I watched some of his videos. Not like I've never watched them, Like, I watched him when he first got out. It's just this dude just hella running out the mouth, just hella blah blah blah. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. Ain't nobody gonna do this and that. It's like, bro, you think nobody's gonna do nothing because nobody's on the live? Like, ain't no active over here arguing. Ain't no active gonna argue with you, bro. Like, ain't no real man gonna sit there and argue with you, bro. Like, when you get caught, your time's gonna come, bro. You was on borrowed time. You just talking too much. Too much blah 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 blah. Too much talking. I don't even understand that, dude, bro. If you was already on the other side, like, why you didn't try to do something positive? Why didn't you just move on from that madness, and just do something else? Do yourself, you know? Do yourself. You didn't even have to be doing all that. But this dude acts about, like, the thing is, a lot of they act like they about peace and bringing positivity, but when they first started on YouTube, they all was running their mouth, all those channels. You can't erase all that stuff. You can't forget that. People ain't gonna forget that. People ain't gonna forget that. You talking about groups of people too. Like, you ain't talking about one individual or stuff. Like, you talking about groups of people. You know, like I said in my other. Yeah, he knew the deal. That's what I'm saying. He talking about groups of people. He talking about groups of people. Constantly on a basis, constantly drilling them, drilling them, drilling them. Man, how you think them people gonna feel, bro? Them people probably don't even care. They're like, man, I had fun with this dude, but I put him on layaway, man. I get your ass when I see you. You got me feel for your ass now. So that's what I'm saying, bro. I've always tried not to feel my ops, because I could have been like, okay, yeah, dude, I put hands on that, I'll whoop his fucking ass. He ain't got, but if he knows that that's already the issue, and we've already did that, and I whooped his ass, what do you think the next? He's definitely gonna try to kill my ass. These dudes ain't gonna fight you nowadays like that, bro. Unless you really know both sides and know those people, and that fight's gonna get set up where there's other people, and for sure, then that they ain't gonna be no fights, bro. Unless it's in a boxing ring or something like that. These dudes is gonna set you up and kill you, bro. Like, real talk. Same with that party line thing back then. I know in LA's party line. Then the Bay had theirs. It was the Bay, San Jose, and Oakland combined. Then they had this party line where it was all the Valley, Fresno, Stockton. Uh, I think Sac was part of it too. But it's like, yeah, like, this dude telling you, oh yeah, come to Fresno on the east side. Like, you don't even know the streets like that. Like, this dude could give you like a straight dead end alley. Like, you get hit. Like, you can't fall for the bait, bro. You can't fall for the bait. I don't care how hard you are. You still gotta be smart. That's the whole point of this game, because it's like it's a war in the streets, you know. And when militaries and armies go to war, everybody tries to plan and strategize. Every country strategizes, how can we get to them? How can we knock them off quicker where we don't take so many casualties? Can we beat them? But these dudes don't think like that because they on all these drugs. That's the problem. They on all these damn drugs. That's the problem with that. They're on drugs and they're just dumb as hell. They think they ain't never gonna get got. That you know who the first dude to move. And this is a fictional story, but I'm pretty sure there's been drug lords like this. The movie Scarface. We all seen the movie Scarface. What did what's his name? What did Frank tell Tony? You want it all, you drink cheap champagne. You know, he wanted it all too fast. What happens? He got whacked in the end, you know? People was already trying to kill him before. He started stepping on people's toes and stuff like that. You know, you lay low and you move low. You move under the radar and get yours, and that's it. That's how you do it. Yeah, two speeds. That's how you do it. But the way that Frank said it, because look at Frank before Tony came along. He was already in the game for a very long time, and he wanted to keep it that way. He was happy. He was happy with what he had. He was content. Tony was not. Tony wanted it all. He wanted to knock everybody off, knock everybody's shoes off, step on everybody's toes. It's the same thing when you be out in certain states and certain areas where they're controlled by gangs and cliques and whatever. You know, there's a gang that has this whole west side, but they just have to have it all. And before you know it, they got a whole bunch of it could be other gangs or cliques because they're not big enough. They all got to get together and knock off the because that's a threat. You know, it's like people ain't content or people ain't content. Oh, this is my street. This is where I'm gonna sling at. This is where I'm making 1,000. They got to have everything. When you got to have everything, when you try to bully everybody around, people don't like bullies. I didn't like bullies when I got bullied when I was a kid. I didn't like that shit. So it's like nobody likes a bully. Nobody likes somebody stepping on toes, you know. Nobody likes a snake. So that's what's Tony's demise, you know, like Tony's demise, you know. And then he dealt with a shady character in what's his name? I forget the dude from Colombia, whatever they did to deal with, man. With Sosa. He dealt with a shady character. Let's say he lays low like Frank Tone. They would have never done business with dude, and Tony would have never got put in that situation where he had to go whack that female with that kid, but instead he ended up whacking the dude that got the hitman that got sent with Tony, you know, his personal assistant. He had to get him out the way because Tony didn't believe in that. But to them, it had to be done, you know, because it had to be done. It was called by some other. It had to be done. Yeah, Sosa told him to never to cross him. But what I'm saying is like sometimes in life, like I know you can't like stop whatever's gonna happen in the future to you, but sometimes there's little things that you're doing that you could hold on to and say, you know what, I'm gonna take a different route. It could probably alter my future. I feel like you could alter. Yeah, business is business. Because Tony put himself in that position. If he wouldn't, that's why Frank told him that Sosa was a snake, and he was right all along. You don't do business with those type of people because those type of people will whack anybody. You know, those type of people don't care. Yeah, he was too deep already. When he got into with Sosa, he got real deep. He got real deep, and then the mentality that he just wanted to knock everybody off. You know, he wanted to knock even the dude that brought him into the game. He's got to understand, without Frank, he wouldn't have been shit. He would have never had no leads. He would have had no connects. Like Tony was a snake himself, so he hung around. See, he did business with snakes. It makes sense. It makes sense though. Tony was a snake himself, so it makes sense, man. It makes sense. Yeah, small fish in a big pond. That's true. Yeah. Small fish in a big pond. But yeah, man, it makes sense. It makes sense why Tony hung around that dude, man. Because Tony was a snake himself, man. Tony was willing to knock his own boss off just to get to where he went. Yeah, and I believe him. What did he say in the beginning? He was in the Cuban military. They probably had to do some shady stuff out there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll kill people for fun. You know, because Tony was a killer. He was a writer. He was about his shit. But he's like when it came to all that, being a killer and a hitter, yeah, he was all that. Tony was all that and plus and plus. Plus plus and plus. But what's his name? His boy had more of a heart. He was more like legit. You could tell his boy wasn't in like a snake trying to be on some snake shit. Manelo, whatever, and he ended up whacking Manuelo at the end because he slept with his sister, and then he didn't even give him a chance to tell him that he married his sister. But yeah, he killed his boy. Like I don't know if y'all ever seen that second DVD where they it's like a two DVD series where you get the Scarface DVD, the movie, and there's another DVD where like hella people are talking about it, like Nas and I think they even got that dude Cartoon in there, and they got some other dude from LA, and then they got Fat Joe. They got some, they talking about just the experience of the movie, what they getting from it. But man, at least he should have gave Manolo a fade before he killed him. Like, but Tony had nothing but murder on the mind, and then with that chingadera that he keeps putting in his nose, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster, man. He was just waiting to crash. And at the end of the day, what happened? He got his sister killed. He killed Manolo. When his sister died, he came down for a minute, and it all hit him. He regretted everything. Like, let's say maybe he does. I don't know. Just certain situations happen. But Tony himself was a snake because he was willing to step on his own boss's feet. A dude that put him in the game. Didn't even have to put him in the game. Yeah. Yeah, he put him in the game, but who knows? I mean, cause Frank, like like when that dude got hung, like they said he was hanging around an informant. So who knows the type of people that Frank moved in? That business is just all fucked up, man. It's all fucked up. You look at the cartels in Mexico; they're all messed up, man. It's everything nowadays. The streets, everything's all fucked up nowadays. Yeah, in Cuba, yeah, but like that's a fictional story, my boy, and look, that's one of that's. I mean, to me, that's probably like my top. I don't know what my favorite movie is, but that's in my top three. That's in my top three. That story, like, and then Al Pacino just being the actor that he is, man, just giving that fine performance. It's like that's in my top three. But it's crazy, man. Like, you know, that's why I wanted to come on this live tonight. And just try to shine some light. Like especially on the younger heads. Training Day, yep, that's definitely in my top tens, my top 10 Training Day. Because when I look at movies, it's like I don't just look at the storyline. I definitely look at the acting. If the acting's good, I'm definitely into the movie. If the acting is trash, it's boring as hell to me. See, I like a lot of movies from back then. I like a lot of movies like Casino, Goodfellas, Scarface, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. See, a lot of these movies they're simple storylines. They're not like the most complex. Yeah, they're simple. A simple movie about mobster and blah 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 blah. But it's just the acting, man. It's just how they make it hella real. It's just on point, man. Like the acting is just on point. That's what it is, man. Hey, what's up? We got four people, man. Let me get four lights, man. I've been here for an hour, and I'm not even getting paid for this. Full Metal Jacket, yeah, that's cool. I mean, really, Full Metal Jacket, really. I mean, I didn't really care once they went off to Vietnam and all that. But Basic Training is funny as hell. That drill sergeant, he used to be a Marine himself. He's funny as hell. So I know about basic. I was in the military at one point, so I know about basic training and all that. A long ass time ago, though. Long ass time ago. But that drill sergeant, that dude's on point. Funny as hell. And back then, they could hit your ass. They could smack you. You get out of line, they could punch you in the face. That's what they wish they could still do back in now. See, some people, man, just like cops. It's like cops and CEOs. They get a thrill if they get the opportunity to just grab your ass and throw you against a wall. They love that shit. That's like a highlight of the week for them. They love that shit. You know, it's like people that deal with crazy people. You being them crazy, they be grabbing them crazy. They be slamming them, and some people are messed up like that. You got some demented souls out here. They take jobs just to really fuck people up. Like, it's messed up. But they should know what goes around comes around. But Full Metal Jacket, that's a good movie though. I just thought it was funny because of the basic training, you know. And let's use an example with that my boy Jesus. Remember when the Gomer Pyle? What happened when Gomer Pyle? They woke up a sleeping beast. They motivated a beast, you know? They was going real hard on him. You know, they packed him out with the soap, you know, at nighttime. Because he was messing up, and man, did that motivate the shit out. It turned him into a whole new monster, man. That dude ended up killing no boy at the end and whacking himself, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy what be happening. Like, things like that happen now. They really be happening. Stuff like that happens, man. That's why sometimes you gotta. They be having all these things on like what's that? The bully awareness and cyber bullying. I don't even know how that even works, man. Cyber bullying. Like, if you get bullied on the internet, man. See, that's the thing. These kids that get bullied on the internet now. Imagine back then when there was no internet and your ass getting bullied face to face every day with your bullier. How that feels. Bro, that's a whole. I don't even think y'all can handle that. That's a whole different level of bullying. Y'all getting bullied over the internet with somebody you ain't never even met in your life, and it's getting to you. That's crazy. That's some crazy ass shit, man. So, like I said, man, we all been. He became like they wanted. Yeah, he became a killer. Like the dude kept asking him. He's like, "You're a killer." He's like, "You're not a writer. You're a killer." That's what they do in the military, man. They brainwash you. They brainwash you. You know, they make it seem like your family and all that. That don't mean shit. I know. They make it seem like they're your family now. Like, your family back home, that don't mean nothing no more, man. Like the military, that's every branch too. I know the army is for sure, the army and the Marines. But so they you know, they make it seem like your folks don't mean nothing, man. But that's what they do. They brainwash you. But it's like they have, like, when there's a war, it's kind of like they gotta brainwash you because they gotta get you ready for war. You know, they gotta have you have that lion's mentality, that warrior mentality. Because once you out there and overseas, man, and you ain't ready, man, you dealing with terrorists, bro. They will knock you off quick. Them dudes will give you a baby with a bomb and blow your ass up to smithereens or whatever, man. So it's kind of like they gotta brainwash you for war, you know? They gotta brainwash you and give you that kind of mentality because they can't have you going in there like, you know, they'll break you down. What they do is they break you down and then they build you back up. So that's why they tell a lot of people when they go to basic training, you want to have an open mind, you know, because at the end, it's like them dudes treat you like you one of them. It's kind of like when you in a gang, you know, like the gangs that are really dudes that was really in it. Like, you get recruited, you know, you might get sponsored, like this the dude that you fucking with, whatever, this and that. And you know, like, you gotta prove yourself until you accept it. Some dudes is with, you know, easier. Some groups are easier, some groups ain't. Some groups you could be in and you still proving yourself, you know? It's like it never ends. Like, that's how it is, man. That's how it is when you get wrapped up in some kind of organization. Got four people, man. Only got two likes, man. You ain't got no hands, you ain't got no fingers, I'm missing fingers or something. Am I missing something or what? You act like y'all missing fingers or some shit, man. I could have got two more likes, man. If I could hit them myself, I would, since nobody else wants to say nothing in here. Man, see, I should have been on this way more, man. My likes would have been up more. It's my fault for not getting on this. I should already be over 1,000 subs. The other things have gotten in the way. What's good, man? What's them four people saying up in here, man? Got me charging my computer, man. Let me know what y'all want to talk about, man. Or I'm gonna get off, man, because I gotta go do my other channel. I got like 2 other channels I gotta do too. So I'm gonna start posting them in my on my page subscription, you know. I got a boxing and I got a football channel. Man, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all stay blessed. Stay blessed. I'm over here, man, forgetting how to speak English now. Stay blessed, man. And try to move smooth. Deuces.